TYTSports, everybody. Jason Rubin here with Bill Simmons, Boston Sports guy. I was reading you when I was like 5 years old, man.
Oh, wow.
Because I'm 23. Bill, it's WWE RAW.
Yeah.
We know you're a big wrestling fan. Real quick, what are you expecting for tonight?
It's a key show because it sets up WrestleMania, and you want to set up all the angles, and something good always happens.
Right.
So they'll have some sort of wrinkle in there, and Sting's on it, Lesnar, all that stuff. So it should be good.
There's a lot of big storylines, but Bill, I'm going to pull one of your moves, man.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the Boston Celtics because
Yeah.
I grew up a Knicks fan, not a Celtics fan, so we're kind of heated rivals. But there's a lot
It's the
going.
worst rivalry ever.
I know, and of course the Lakers here.
Yeah.
All three major sports franchises in the NBA.
And the Sixers too. Like that was like the '80s basically, and all of them stink. And you throw in Detroit, and they stink too. It's when you have 30 teams in a league, it just, unless you get lucky with the lottery or you have like the smartest GM of all time, it's just really tough to rebuild. Once you stumble and once you're falling the wrong direction, it's hard to turn around. Lakers are seeing that now. They have, beautiful weather here. Celebrities want to live there, but you still need to get lucky with the picks, and you still need to convince guys to come here, and it's hard. It's not something that happens in a year.
For sure, and we keep hearing every damn storyline of Russell Westbrook coming to LA, Russell Westbrook's coming back home, but I just don't know how believable that is. And part of that reason was the trade deadline this year was insanity. It was madness.
Right.
And we really don't know where these guys are going to end up landing in the first place. Of course, I want my Knicks to do it, but, in terms of your Celtics, what are you expecting out of next year, or when is that big turnaround going to happen?
Well, they have a lot of assets, and the team they have now, they have a great coach. I think they have the best coach of any lottery team. And they have a lot of picks that you can either use for yourself or trade. They have Brooklyn's next 3 drafts after this year. And they have a lot of good role players. So it sounds funny to say this, but they need a best player and a second best player, which is like, oh, congratulations. But I do feel like if they get lucky with one, it's easier to get the other, and they have every other piece in place. I think they're positioned the best to come back, but the Lakers, it's, all they need is 2 guys, and all of a sudden you have a dynasty again.
Yeah. It's so weird. I mean, me being a young basketball fan, not growing up with the Allen Houston Knicks and Patrick Ewing, and that was like my heart being broken just about every single year.
Right, and those weren't even glory years because they didn't win.
No.
But
got
for
close.
the Knicks fans now, for the Knicks fans now, they look back at that like it was, they've had the worst century out of just about anybody. No, I think they won how many playoff games? Like
one playoff series
in this century, right?
Roughly, yes.
Well, since Dolan took over.
Yeah.
So when you have a bad owner, it's really hard to come back from. You can come back from injuries, you can come back from retirement, anything. But if your team's run poorly, it's really hard to come back from that.
I agree 100%, Bill. Thanks so much for coming on, man.
Pleasure.
As always, thanks for watching. Boston Sports Guy in the flesh. We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks. Don't forget to subscribe.